Shalom. How's everybody day? How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week? Alright, so today we're gonna get into the last book of Ruth, the last chapter of Ruth. So let's get right into it. Then went Boaz up to the gate and sat him down there. And behold, the kinsman of whom Boaz spake came by, unto whom he said, Ho, such a one, turn aside, sit down here. And he turned aside and sat down. And he took 10 men of the elders of the city and said, Sit ye down here. And they sat down. And he said unto the kinsman, Naomi, this is come again out of the country of Moab, selleth a parcel of land which was our brother Elimelech. And I thought to advertise thee, saying, Buy before the inhabitants, and before the elders of my people. If thou wilt redeem it, redeem it. But if thou wilt not redeem it, then tell me, that I may know, for there is none to redeem it beside thee, and I am after thee. And he said, I will redeem it. Then said Boaz, What day thou buyest the field of the hand of Naomi, thou must buy it also of Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of the dead, to rise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance. And the kinsman said, I cannot redeem it for myself, lest I merit mine own inheritance. Redeem thou my right to thyself, for I cannot redeem it. Now this was the manner in former time in Israel concerning redeeming, concerning changes, for to confirm all things. A man plucked off his shoe and gave it to his neighbor, and this was a testimony in Israel. Therefore the kinsman said unto Boaz, Buy it for thee. So he drew off his shoe, and Boaz said unto others and unto all the people, Ye are witnesses this day that I have bought all that was Elimelech's, and all that was Chilion and Malahon's of the hand of Naomi. Moreover, Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of Melihon, have I purchased to be my wife. So over here we have who? We have Boaz confirming Ruth the Moabitess, right, to be whose wife? To redeem himself back, you know what I'm saying? So he's going to marry Ruth, right? And this is Boaz redeeming his brother Elimelech's land back. Verse 10. Moreover, Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of Mahon, have I purchased to be my wife, to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance, that the name of the dead be not cut off from among his brethren, and from the gate of his place. Ye are witnesses this day. And all the people that were in the gate and the elders said, We are witnesses. Yahweh make the woman that is come into thine house like Rachel and like Leah, which two did build the house of Yasharel, and do thou worthily in Ephrateth, and be famous in Bethlehem. And let thy house be like on the house of Phares, whom Tamar bare unto Judah, of the seed which Yahweh gave thee of this young woman. So Boaz took Ruth, and she was his wife. And when he went in unto her, Yahweh gave her conception, and she bare a son. And the woman said unto Naomi, Blessed be Yahweh, which hath not left thee this day without a kinsman, that his name may be famous in Yasharel. So over here we have a blessing. Blessed be Yahweh, which hath not let this day without a kinsman. Meaning he's talking to Ruth, right? Ruth has she married one of Elimelech's family, right? Like I will say, maybe like a brother or so, you know. He basically, Boaz redeeming back his brother, the land, and his brother's his brother's life as well. Verse 15. And he shall be unto thee a restorer of thy life, and a nourisher of thine old age. For a daughter-in-law which loveth thee, which is better to thee than 7 sons, hath borne him. And Naomi took the child, and laid it in her bosom, and became nurse unto it. And the women her neighbors gave it a name, saying, There is a son born to Naomi. And they called his name Obed. So over here we have Naomi, right? You know, being what? Being the grandmother of the son of the boy, right? So Naomi took the child and laid her in the bosom and became nurse to it, meaning she has became Naomi has become the nursing mother to the boy. Verse 17, and the woman her neighbors gave it a name, saying, there is a son born to Naomi, and they called his name Obed. He is the father of Jesse, the father of David. So over here we have Obed, which is the father of Jesse, the father of David, which these men come from the line of Judah, right? The root line of Judah, but the offspring changes when it comes to basically Obed, Phares, right? Jesse and David, right? Now these are the generation of Phares. Phares begat her son, and her son begat Ram, and Ram begat Aminadab, and Aminadab begat Nahshon, and Nahshon begat Salmon, and Salmon begat Boaz, and Boaz begat Obed, and Obed begat Jesse, and Jesse begat David. So over here we have the lineage of David, right? This is how David came to be. He came to be from Naomi's womb, right? But slack. He came to be from Ruth's womb, right? Ruth's womb, but Naomi took him in, because from the tribe of Judah, you know. So we have David, right? So this is how David came to be. This is David's lineage, right? So with that, Yisrael, all praises to the Most High, because King David, he is the greatest king, right, of Israel, right? And more importantly, there's a mystery about David, right? There's a mystery about David. Supposedly he's returning. Supposedly he's supposed to be here again, So we're gonna get into that, later on. But with that, Israel, shalom.